It's time for another Fideum update video because a lot has happened in the past month, so let's dive in. The biggest post they made was their Fideum August platform update, and this project is one of the projects that keeps on building regardless of the market circumstances. Now, I've been invested in Fideum for a very long time now, and I haven't sold a token since. And one thing I noticed was how they always got back up price-wise. Now, one of the reasons for that, in my opinion, is the fact that they continue to develop themselves. Now granted, not everything goes as smooth as it should, but if I had to pick an altcoin I'd have faith in, Fideum would be one of them. Now I know that if you look at this chart, you will see that they have never been able to go back at their all-time high, but there have been large increases from local bottoms. And what they also have going for them is that this circulating supply matches the total supply. So that means that the higher the demand, the higher the price will become instantly. Now in their August update, they talk about the app enhancements and upgrades and the fact that their supercharged initiative has led to a whopping 700 million in Fi being staked on their platform, and how they launched the Fideum.com website. Now other things you can read about are their bridge updates, launchpad progress, which we'll get to in a minute, EVM advancements, API campaign update, and their ongoing development and user support. Now this bridge update is a very important one because their bridge is now active with over 80% of the tokens already being bridged, and this goes for tokens that have been bridged from BSC to Ethereum. Now they plan on burning tokens, but not everybody has bridged their tokens yet. And from August 21st moving forward, you have 90 days to bridge your tokens. And if you don't, those tokens will become obsolete. Now personally, I think that's pretty bad, because what if someone lost their keys, is in the hospital and so on, and isn't able to make the necessary bridge? That would mean that that person will lose part or all of their tokens just like that. And if you have fiat that you leave in your house for many years, then the worst case scenario is most likely it being less worth due to inflation. But you can still use it regardless. Now either way, if you haven't already, then make sure you do it as soon as possible. If you hold your tokens in the app, by the way, then they are being automatically bridged to Ethereum, so no action is required then. Next up is their launchpad. Now they say it's ready for launch, but they are taking a strategic pause due to the market conditions. And their reasoning is that launchpads thrive during bull markets when liquidity is plentiful. They want to wait for the right conditions so that the launchpad and the projects on it will have the highest chance of success. Now before we move on to the next part of this video, I want to remind you that I'm not a registered financial advisor. My videos are meant to be educational and entertaining only. Always do your own research and only invest money you're willing to lose, because even though you can gain a lot in crypto, you will most likely lose it all. Now, while we're taking a break now anyways, I also would like to take a quick moment to thank today's sponsor, which is Decent. They are a hardware manufacturer which offers two types of hardware wallets. The first one is a biometric hardware wallet where you could use your fingerprint to log in, sign, and to verify transactions. And then they also have an all-in-one card wallet, which is ideal for on the go, because all you need is your phone, any NFC technology to be able to manage your cryptocurrencies and to do the necessary transactions, which means that you will never need to charge the hardware wallet, and that makes it super convenient. Okay, let's move on with the video. The next topic is compliance. Now they shared a post on how Fideum puts compliance front and center for business by using institutional grade security infrastructure, using cutting edge tech to withstand threats that we know about and any that may appear in the future. Now they work to identify, assess and address risks and emphasize how they are fully licensed and compliant. Now personally, with a background in KYC myself, I find this post a little bit empty. I'd rather have them tell us how they do it rather than what they do, because right now we still don't know what it is they do exactly to be compliant. Now also, I personally applied for a KYC position at Fideum, had to send in my resume, and I didn't hear from them again, which is kind of weird, especially because they let me know that they were looking for junior positions but would like to have a look at my resume. Now I'd at least expected something back after sending in my personal data. This, in combination with them letting me know that they were only looking for junior positions, makes me wonder how their compliance department is set up. Let us know in the comment section down below what your thoughts on this are. And if you can't keep up with Twitter, Telegram and other socials, but you still want to be kept in the loop about this project, you can now subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell to hear all the latest news. But you can also sign up for their newsletter. That way, you will get the latest info straight into your inbox. Now, the final thing I want to address in this video is the community post by Lord Burden. He is addressing some of the FUD lately, like how the price is in a downtrend, how they claim that the project has no money, and things like delaying the launch pack and the lack of communication. Now, what I like about his analysis is that postponing a launch due to market conditions is completely different than delaying something because the tech isn't ready. Also, his comment on not acting like a 10-year-old just because you've invested some dollars made me laugh pretty hard. As well as his sharp remark about how the communication of most people in the Web3 space would never be allowed in the regular world. Imagine people throwing hissy fits at your corporate jobs and they wouldn't live a long life there. Now, if you have faith in the project, in the technology, and in the narrative it's active in, then cut out all the noise. Compliance and Mika is what sets this project apart, and I've actually made a dedicated video on what Mika is and why it's a big thing. So be sure to check it out. Now let me know if you've missed anything in this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Doei!